to Sugarland, Texas for tonight's matchup between the Houston Cougars and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Welcome in everyone to Sugarland Ice and Sports Center for the season finale weekend for the Cougars and the Red Raiders. Welcome in on YouTube. We apologize for any video buffering you may experience tonight. It's just the quality of the Wi-Fi out of our control, but we have our best crew and effort here to give you tonight's matchup between the Houston Cougars and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. So the Cougars will be moving left to right to start this game. Texas Tech will be moving right to left. Texas Tech will be in their red and black sweaters, black helmets. U of H will be in their home white and red with the U of H logo across their chest and red helmets. So it is U of H and Texas Tech. Start event will take the face off for the Cougars, and we are underway. Texas Tech will control, send it to the U of H bench, pushed up forward by the Cougars, and retrieving is Chase Markinson for the Red Raiders. Touched along further, met by Edwin Zhao, will push it back into the Cougars offensive zone. Battle for it at neutral ice, and here come the Red Raiders. Crossing the blue line, a shot on goal, and save made by Cronrath. Cronrath another save, and the whistle will blow. Did the net come off its moorings? I believe maybe it did, but we will stop play 30 seconds into this game. Kazan Cronrath, the goaltender tonight for Houston, making his first save of the night. Zachary Birdsong with the shot on goal for the Red Raiders. Texas Tech offensive zone draw. It'll be won by the Red Raiders. The U of H will send it out. Goes over the stick of Vecchione, and Red Raiders will regroup at central ice. Tipped along further. A shot on goal and a save made by Cronrath, who will cover it up, prevent a rebound opportunity. 19-11 to go in this first period. U of H comes into tonight's game with a record of 4-15. They play in the ACHA Division II. Texas Tech, they are a Division III ACHA team. They entered tonight with an 11-3 record on the year. Shot from the point, met traffic in front, blocked, finds its way to the side of the cage, pushed along to the opposite boards. Ethan Foreman is there first for U of H. And the puck will find its way back out to neutral ice. Landon Hallam will send it back into the zone. Austin Droit to it first for U of H. Will swap it around to his partner Trey Barker. Playing it up for Foreman as he is able to get it out of the zone. So U of H goes off for a change, allows Texas Tech to play it in their own defensive zone. Behind the net of their goaltender Ryan Valdivieso. In net tonight for Texas Tech. Bouncing puck, pushed out to center. It's now the captain, Peter Lonkar, for the Red Raiders. Makes one man miss, chases it himself behind the net of Cronrath. Kellenberger plays it off to the corner. Kellenberger outside of the net. Shot just hit behind the net. Red Raiders still controlling. Kellenberger. And now will be backhanded out of the zone to safety for the Cougars. Delayed offsides forces Texas Tech to just dump the puck in and get back onside. So there is some space now in the zone for U of H. Turned over, however, along the far boards, taken away by Schultz. And a centering pass just goes over the stick of Kellenberger, and U of H is able to clear it out of the zone. 2.5 gone by here in this first period from Sugarland, Texas. Last games of the season tonight and tomorrow for both of these teams. As Jesse Jennings is able to dump the puck in, he will go off for a change. Turned over at neutral ice. It is Jeremy Price who will send it back in. Slapped on around. Jeremy Price keeps the puck in the zone. Battle for it along that near side boards in that corner. Big crowd tonight here in Sugar Land. We have fans all along the boards from one end of the ice to the other. One of the bigger crowds of the season. As the U of H enters the zone, a shot just goes wide. That was Andrew Gallagher with the shot attempt. Now battle for it at neutral ice, and here comes Tech with some speed, entering the zone, makes one man miss, and a shot, and they score! Our first goal of the game goes to Keegan Kramer, and Tech leads 1-0. So Keegan Kramer picks up the unassisted goal for Texas Tech 3.5 minutes into this first period, and Tech has the early lead as this puck finds its way to the Texas Tech bench. And for Ethan Kellenberger, according to the ACHA website, that would be his 4th goal of the season, but that was not updated with last week's games. And these two teams did meet last week at Texas Tech up in Amarillo. As Texas Tech plays, they make about the 2-hour drive from Lubbock to Amarillo to play their home games. More on that in just a moment as we return to live action. It is Tech pushing it forward, and here comes Tech. Once again, a shot on goal, save made, rebound trying to score! It's the captain, Peter Longcar, makes it 2-0. So just 28 seconds later, Texas Tech makes it a 2-0 game, and just like that, it's the early 2-0 lead. Both goals unassisted and both coming in the past 28 seconds. It's the captain, just used his speed and put on the rebound top shelf. I mentioned before, these two teams, they met last weekend up in Amarillo. It was Texas Tech with the weekend sweep as they won the first game 4-3 and then 5-2 the second game. It's another try by Tech, save made by Cronrath, that's pushed off to the corner. Jennings tries to battle. Tech centers, pushed off side of the cage. And this one will be cleared by U of H. No icing, so a foot race off to the puck. As in front of the cage, kick save made by Valdivieso. As another try by U of H hits a stick and goes wide. Now U of H will settle it down at a neutral ice. Just under 5 minutes gone by here in this first period. Turned over, however, and entering the zone. Here comes Tech. A shot on goal pushed away. That was Birdsong with a shot. And now here's Munoz moving quickly. Munoz. And side of the cage would not go. Puck finds its way to the near side boards in the U of H offensive zone. Kellenberger is there for Tech. Has a shot. Pad save made. Another try would not go. Gurlady with a shot attempt. Gurlady again in the slot. And it's poked away by the stick of the Tech defense. Now it is Longcar again, moving it forward for the Red Raiders. Back behind the net of Cronrath, broken up by Birdsong. And Xavier Abel will take it for U of H, push it out to center. Tech recovers at neutral ice. Longcar settles down the rolling puck. Crossing the blue line, enters the offensive zone. Longcar waits, shoots, and he scores! That's his second goal of the game, and it's now a 3-0 Tech lead. So again, Peter Longcar, the unassisted goal. 3 goals for Tech in the first 6 minutes of this game, all 3 unassisted. And all of a sudden, it's a 3-0 deficit for the Cougars. I mentioned before that these teams met last weekend. It was a close game on the Friday game, 4-3, Tech won, and then 5-2. Last Saturday, as Jennings gets kicked out of the face-off, so Jeremy Price will come in. Kyler Plant will take face-off for Tech. Price will win it for the Cougars. And they will just send it towards the net where Tech will play it out to center. It's a foot race to it, and getting back on the defense is Margulis. Now back in his defensive zone, settling it as Droit. Six and a half gone by here in this first period. It's a shot by Plant, goes wide. It's a Tech player hit the ice. Jeremy Price gets broken up by Kramer. And now here comes Tech, chugging forward. Shot! Getting a piece of it with the stick was Cronrath. Now to the far side. It is taken away by Tech. On the backhand and broken away by the stick of Cronrath. The side of the cage, bouncing, and it's still in the slot. Tech settles. Laidlaw sends it on across. And trying to get out of the zone, the Cougars, but it's kept in by Kramer. Kramer moving in, a shot, and saved by Cronrath as they crash into the net. Stops play with 12:38 to go here in this first period. And for U of H, 4-15 on this season. They've gone 0-6 this semester. They're on a 9-game losing streak. Meanwhile, Texas Tech, they are on a 6-game winning streak, and they have won 9 of their last 10 games. As Tech will win the offensive zone draw. But second attempt by the Cougars will play it out to center, so Tech will have to reset. Kramer with some speed. Jennings on the defense. Kramer shot hit the crossbar and goes up and out of play. 12:18 remaining in this first period. 3-0 Texas Tech with the early lead. Texas Tech, their most recent games outside of the sweep of U of H last weekend. The weekend before, they swept East Texas Baptist on the road by a score of 4-2 and 6-1. As Tech turned over, there comes Gallagher the other way. Gallagher met traffic, pushes off to the corner. Chasing to it is Jacob Price. Back by the net, centering feed, no one home for the Cougars. And kept in at the right point. Here comes Texas Tech. Hallam enters the zone, lost his stick, and we are going to have an offside as the call. Stops play with 11:38 to go in this first period. And we're going to have a goalie change for U of H. So Kazan Cronrath comes out of the game. Joseph Price comes in. So a goalie change for U of H with 11:38 to go in this first period. So we'll see how that affects things the rest of the way here on this Friday night in Sugar Land. Barker hits the ice. Birdsong battling with Tech. Abel is there. Abel comes the other way. Good defensive play made by the Red Raiders. Kept in, however, by the Cougars. A shot on goal, pushed away. Another try, rebound, and It will be saved by Valdivieso with 11:05, and we're going to have some extracurriculars after this. Or just a little bit at least. See if any penalties come from it. So Abel and Loncar both go to the penalty box for roughing. So it looks like we will play 4-on-4 as head coach Kendall Craig gets an explanation from the referee. But it is 2 roughing penalties, 4-on-4, so a little bit more open ice. On the ice for U of H, it will be Gurletti, Munoz, along with Droit. And Barker as well. Here's Munoz. Jada Munoz, a shot just goes wide. In front. Nothing doing for U of H. Both teams battle for it behind the net of Valdivieso. Valdivieso tries to clear with the stick. Kept in at the point. Shot through traffic. And it's covered by Ryan Valdivieso. A minute 33 remaining of 4-on-4. Nicholas Vecchioni joined the team this semester. Will take a face-off draw for U of H. It'll be won by Tech as they send it on around and eventually off the glass. And they will say touched a Tech player on the bench. So get the whistle, 10:29 to go in this first period. A minute 25 remaining of 4-on-4. So it's Hoffman and Vecchioni as the forwards for U of H, Zhao and Gallagher as the defense. Tech is able to push it out to center. Gallagher surveys, long pass, and this will miss everyone and go for an icing. 10:16 to go in this first period. Mentioned before, apologize for a little bit of the video buffering for today. Just the quality of the Wi-Fi here, but we were able to actually get set up. We didn't think we were gonna have good enough Wi-Fi to even stream anything, but we did, and we are here tonight. Halfway through this first period, Texas Tech with the 3-0 lead. And here is Hoffman with some speed, cutting to the right side, still controls behind the net, wrap around, and it's pushed off behind the net of Valdivieso. Hoffman again a try. This one is pushed off to the near side boards. Birdsong is there. He will clear it out to center for the Red Raiders. Andrew Gallagher, stretch pass intercepted by Birdsong. Birdsong trying to push it forward. He does, maintaining control of it. Shot on goal, and that is Joseph Price with the save. His first save tonight. Came on the ice about 2 minutes ago. He makes the save. 30 seconds of 4-on-4. U of H will win the defensive zone draw. Gallagher angles it off the boards. It'll be kept in at the point by the Red Raiders. Moving on in. Gallagher interrupts momentarily. Now at the side of the cage, Tech trying to maintain control. It is Markinson. Set one in front. It's kicked away. That was Kramer in front. Now up to the far corner. Tech trying to maintain control. 5 seconds remaining on the penalties assessed to both teams. So Abel and Longcar hop out of the box as a shot is blocked in front. So back on 5-on-5. Abel interrupts the play, allows Galler to send it out of the zone, and he is able to go off for a line change. But here comes Tech. Tech centering feed, and a shot and they score. They got pinballed around into the skates of Price. Tech just crashed the net. And with 8:48 to go in this first period, it is now a 4-0 game. Keegan Kramer, the one crashing the net. He gets the goal, assisted by Tyler Cullen. It is now 4-0. So Kramer with 2 goals tonight, Longcar with 2 goals tonight. They have Tech up big early here in Sugar Land. Batted into the zone by Cullen. Back out, here is Gerletti for the Cougars. A backhanded try, saved by Valdivieso, covers it for the whistle. 8:26 to go into this first period. So face off in the Cougars offensive zone. Trey Barker will take it for U of H. Hallam will take it for Texas Tech. It will be won by U of H as a backhanded shot sails through the slot to the near side. This one will be skied out to center all the way down. This one will go for an icing with 8:15 remaining in this first period. Defensive zone draw won by Texas Tech. They are able to tip the puck out of the zone. Cleanly entering the zone is Tech. In front of shot. They're pushed away by Price. Centering feed and no one home for Tech. This one will ricochet all the way out to center. So Tech will regroup. Quickly entering the zone. It is Longcar, the captain for the Red Raiders. Sharp angle try, save made by Price. And he will get the whistle with 7:49 to go in this first period. So 5 fresh legs on the ice for U of H. Jennings, Gallagher, Zhao hop on, along with Jacob Price. Foreman also on the ice for U of H. Now behind the net of Price, it's Joseph Price, the goalie. This one will be cleared all the way down. Will it be an icing? Yes, it will. Stops play with 7:32 to go in this first period. U of H, they've had some very high-scoring games recently. Going back to last weekend against Tech, those 4-3 and 5-2 games, they seem low-scoring compared to the last time we played here in Sugar Land. That was 2 weekends ago against UTSA. U of H lost both games. First game was 12-6. Second game was 9-7. So we've seen plenty of high-scoring hockey here in Sugar Land recently. As a centering feed by U of H is broken up by Tech. This one is angled down the ice. Zhao with it. There's a big collision at center. Now fresh off the bench, it is Vecchione picking up some steam on the right side. Good stick play made by Chase Marcuson for Tech to interrupt that. Jennings centering feed blocked. Now a battle for it on the near side corner. This one will be cleared by Tech. Down the ice. Tech will go off for a little bit of a line change. So here's the captain for U of H, Andrew Gallagher. Vecchione broken up at neutral ice. As this one will ricochet in front of the Tech bench. Laylaw moving in with some speed. Laylaw shot on goal, shouldered away by Price. Laylaw again, sharp angle try. This one's saved by Price once more. Cleared out of the zone by U of H. behind the net of Price. 6 minutes to go in this opening period. There's a shot, saved again by Price. Price came in about 5 minutes ago, game time wise. I would say he's seen a little more than 5 shots so far. As Valdivieso will cover it for the whistle. Stops play with 5:44 to go in this first period. Jennings will take the face-off draw, opposite of Landon Hallam. Jennings will win the draw back at the blue line. Barker risks a try through traffic. It finds its way to Valdivieso, but he's able to stop it for the whistle. So Jeremy Price, Jennings, and Margolis, the forwards on the ice for the Cougars. Droit and Barker, the defense. Again, Landon Hallam will take the face-off draw for Tech. This time he will win it on the net. Tech will play it on around. And cleared out to center, stopped by Barker. Touches it up for Margolis. Slapped on around by Tech, kept in the zone by Margolis Barker right in front of the Tech bench. Jennings hits the ice behind the cage, and this one will be cleared by Tech. Broken up, nice poke check by Barker. Barker cancels out a man. Cougars able to get the puck to safety. Tech able to make a line change in all that. Birdsong fresh out of the bench, hits the ice, and a couple of players hitting the ice, but here is Tech pushing the puck into the zone. It's Longcar moving in, shot, save made, rebound try just goes past the stick of Schultz. And Birdsong back for Schultz. Behind Birdsong, so retrieving back in that corner. This one will be chopped back out to center. 4.5 minutes to go in this first period. Tech regrouping, they have the 4-0 lead. Birdsong loves it at center ice. He will play it into the far corner. And here is Abel with some speed, left side, moving his way, crossing the blue line on the backhand, lost control of the puck, gets it back behind the cage. He gets double teamed, still maintaining control of it, back to the blue line. A shot is tipped up and out of play. Galletti with the shot. 4:02 to go in this first period. Kyler Plant will take the face-off for Tech. Those opposites of Abel. Off the ensuing scrum, it is Plant coming with it. Back checked off of it. And Munoz will backhand it out to center. Abel with a little bit of space and some speed. Cross ice, he's able to find Gerletti. Gerletti retrieving it in that corner. Kept in at the blue line. A shot is tipped by the stick of the defense. Goes off to the near side. 3.5 minutes to go in this first period. Abel behind the net. Abel. Now it is Munoz a try. Just sails a little high. There's another wrister by Gallagher. Would not go. Zhao, a try blocked by the defense of Tech in front. And Tech will quickly change, but quickly the other way. Here's Munoz and Houston. Munoz a try. His shot blocked in front. And Texas Tech now will enter their offensive zone with some speed. Zhao on the defense. Gallagher pins up Laidlaw along the boards. This one will be cleared out of the zone with 2:40 remaining in this first period. Jennings gives chase. Valdivieso comes out of his net to play on around. Puck will find its way down the ice back in the neutral ice area. Two 20 remaining in this first period. Texas Tech with the 4-0 lead. We have 2 goals from Keegan Kramer and 2 goals from Peter Longcar. As Pressured by U of H, but Tech is able to fight through it. Take the puck through center and into their offensive zone. It is Kramer on the backhand. He sends it deeper before he gets checked into the boards. And centering feed, shot, long course, save made by Price. And puck stays free. Under 2 minutes to go in this first period. Back behind the net of Price. Barker's there defensively. Detroit comes to outside of the cage in the slot. Kramer, try just sails wide. Now again, in the corner. Tech controlling. Connor Niels plays it back to the point, but it will be Jacob Price who takes it out. And Cougars going off for much needed line change. Under 90 seconds to go in this period. Bouncing puck at center. And here comes Tech entering the zone. Side of the cage, 60 seconds to go in this opening period. Wrap around try, they whack it at the side of the cage. Price comes sprawling, he's able to cover it. Stops play with 55 seconds remaining in this first period. So face off in the Tech offensive zone. It'll be won by Abel and the Cougars. Allows U of H to play it out of the zone. It is Munoz. He has Abel to his right. Munoz moving it. Centering feed for Abel, just tips wide. 40 seconds remaining in this period. Zhao and U of H will reset. Gallagher angles it up. Gerletti surveys, finds Munoz, back for Abel. But it'll pinball around. And eventually U of H will settle it once more. 25 seconds remaining in this period. This one is settled down. Munoz a try, saved by Valdiviezo. Ryan Valdiviezo from Houston. He previously played for the Houston Junior Wild and the Houston Junior Arrows. And if you look around the rink here at Sugar Land, you can see the logo for the Houston Arrows and the Houston Junior Arrows along the boards. Here we go, 10 seconds remaining in this period. Tech trying to find one more rush. A try, shorted away by Price. 5 seconds to go, centering feed would not go. 2 seconds, 1 second. And at the end of 20 minutes of play, it is Texas Tech with the 4-0 lead. As they get 2 goals from Keegan Kramer and 2 goals from their captain, Peter Longcar, as they will head to the locker room with the 4-0 lead. We'll take a break here in Sugar Land and be back with the second period right after this. Hello and welcome back to the start of the second period here in Sugar Land. U of H and Texas Tech. Texas Tech with the 4-0 lead at the end of one period of play. 2 goals from Keegan Kramer, 2 goals from Peter Longcar have them on top. Welcome in, everyone. I'm Ryan Zagrecki, thanking you for tuning in. Some Wi-Fi internet issues here at the Sugar Land Ice and Sports Center, so video is a little choppy. We apologize for that. Before the game, we didn't even have any internet connection, so we're glad that we were able to get a little bit here tonight and have a broadcast for you. So it's the start of the second period, and we are underway. Tech will win the draw to begin this frame as a shot right on goal to Price. Makes the save in the slot and throws a shot, and it just sails high of the crossbar. And it will be cleared by U of H. Poked off. Munoz gets it back. And Tech will play it out to neutral ice. Jaden Munoz gets canceled out by Hallam. In the corner, Tech in their offensive zone. Munoz trying to get it out. It'll be cleared on around, or sent on around by the Red Raiders. Longcar gets canceled out. Battle for it along that far boards. Will be taken by Longcar. Longcar gets by one man, centering feed, and would not go. He was looking for the play by Kramer, who was cutting towards the cage, but Longcar will get it back. Cycles it for Kramer, a little bit too far out in front for him, so Abel will push it along further and gets in the zone, however, by Longcar and the Red Raiders. But Tech went for a little bit of a line change. Puck finds its way out of the zone. Back in come Texas Tech. And they were in the midst of a change, so they didn't touch it to avoid a penalty. So go all the way down. And Cougars trying to get it in the zone. It stays out. Abel lost control of it. It'll be taken away by Hallam. And here comes Hallam with some speed along the right wing side. Hallam gets by Jeremy Price. Hallam still controlling. Shot. And a great block by Xavier Abel for U of H. Kept in the zone, however, for Texas Tech. Blocked by the defense in front. That was Jeremy Price with the block for U of H. And Cougars are able to get it out of the zone. But here comes Tech quickly in. Poked away by Jeremy Price. Now it's Munoz to move along forward. Munoz moving in. The rest of his team going off for a little bit of a change. Just over 2 minutes gone by here in this second period. In the corner, comes out, and taken away by Dalton Hoffman. Long stretch pass forward for Foreman, a little bit too far out in front for him. And Schultz will take it for the Red Raiders. 2.5 minutes gone by here in this period. Foreman's able to get it out of the zone. Big hit along the Cougars bench. 3 minutes gone by in this period. Gets in a shot sent wide. Behind the net of Valdivieso. Centering feed for U of H. A sharp angle try by Gerletti would not go, and it is Schultz who will play it on the backhand and clear it out of the zone. 3.5 minutes gone by in this period. Gazen Cronrath started the game in net for U of H, but he was taken out and replaced by Joseph Price just 9 minutes into the game, and it is currently Joseph Price in net for U of H. Gallagher plays it forward. Jennings is there for U of H, but it'll be Kyler Plant who plays it wide of the net. Kept in the zone by Tech along the near side. It is Jesse Jennings. Over 4 minutes gone by in this period. Played out to center. And Longcar, he has 2 goals tonight for the Red Raiders. Denied entry at the blue line. And here is Jesse Jennings for U of H. Jennings plays it to his left. Shot! Save made by Valdivieso. There's Jacob Price with the shot attempt. Jacob Price settles it. Another try by Price. Kick save made by Valdivieso. Centering fee. It's still loose in the slot. Finds its way to Valdivieso. And he will cover it for the whistle. .27 remaining in this second period. Still 4-0 our score. Face off to the right of Valdivieso. Here comes Tech. The other way, shot, and getting a piece of it with his glove was Price. Denies Kramer what would have been a hat trick goal. It stays 4-0, and here comes the Cougars. Jacob Price in front of the bench. U of H has to get back on side, so it allows Longcar a little bit of space to work with. He plays it on around. Played up, tipped all the way down the ice. No icing. So Jeremy Price will play it. Kept in the zone by the Red Raiders momentarily. Second effort by U of H. And here comes Vecchione moving on in. Vecchione tries to split the double team. Backhanded try. Hit a defenseman out in front. Ricochets right to Valdivieso, who gets the whistle. 14:32 to go, second period. Offensive zone draw won by Abel and the Cougars. Sauer try from the blue lane, ricochets, it's loose. Smalling is Valdivieso, he makes the save, and second try, they score. Jaden Munoz strikes for U of H. So U of H gets on the board, now a 4-1 game. Jaden Munoz getting the goal, assisted by Xavier Abel. Here's Munoz again, a ricochet right to Valdivieso, gets the whistle. So back to live action, just over 6 minutes gone by in this period. Tech with it now in their offensive zone. They just send one towards the cage. Too much traffic in front. It gets blocked. And U of H plays it out of the zone. Tech has to get back on side. So U of H will clear it all the way down. It goes right on goal. So at first is Chase Markison for the Red Raiders. Here's Bradley Cuse for Tech. Foreman will push it up for U of H. Vecchione centers, and nothing doing for U of H. Here's Chase Markison picking up steam, crossing the blue line. Markison tries to get by a couple of defenders. It's poked off to the corner as it gets canceled out. 7 minutes gone by in this period. Kept in the zone by Texas Tech. And a delayed penalty coming up. So our first power play of the game. slash will be called on Texas Tech. So Texas Tech in the box, 2 minutes for slashing. We'll get confirmation on who that is as a shot blocked away. Number 11 in the box. I don't have a number 11 on my roster, so we'll get confirmation who that is. But here's UH on the power play for the first time today. Abel pushes it up forward, shot, and just flutters wide. That was Grant Studevant with a shot attempt, as this won't be cleared all the way down the ice. Slapped again by Tech all the way down. Minute 15 to go on the power play. Ethan Foreman pushed off by Cuse. Munoz enters the zone. He gets hit hard. He's down on the ice. And he slowly gets up. He'll go give a check before he picks up his stick. He'll give another check, but this one, that's going to be a penalty. And we're going to have a little bit of extracurriculars. So Munoz, he got hit hard. He gave a couple of extra checks, but it was that last check. And he will head to the penalty box. We'll see if anything else comes with that. Referees will discuss. It will be a roughing call on Munoz. So we will be 4-on-4 for 38 seconds. And then it will be a minute and 22 of Texas Tech power play. As still discuss things over at the Texas Tech bench. So back to live action. 4 men apiece for both teams. As it is Texas Tech controlling in their offensive zone. This one will be cleared. Tech trying to enter the zone once more. Colin with it, plays it off to the far boards. As Texas Tech penalty has expired. So power play now for the Red Raiders for the next 80 seconds. Chase Markuson into the corner. Schultz in deep, and a delayed penalty coming up. This one will be on U of H, so Cougars touch the puck, and this one will be called on the Cougars. So a 5-on-3 power play upcoming. Slashing is the call on Dalton Hoffman.
U of H penalty, number 9, 2 minutes for slashing. 9, slashing.
So it will be 5 on 3 for the next 48 seconds. So golden opportunity for Texas Tech as they have possession of it, but taken away nicely by Vecchione as he will clear it all the way down the ice. So it's Vecchione, Abel, and Droit, the 3 men on the ice for U of H. Bradley Cuse enters the zone for Texas Tech. He'll leave it for Laidlaw. Laidlaw protecting on the backhand. He'll play it back for the point, keeping it in just barely as Longcar. So Longcar has 2 goals tonight. Plays it across the shot. Oh, it would not go. Maybe getting it piece of the post. Bradley Cuse with the shot attempt. Kieran Markuson, as it's now 5 on 4. Shot and just sails high. Fresh out of the boxes, Munoz. He will clear it down the ice. So 60 seconds remaining of Dalton Hoffman's penalty. As Price will come out of the net to cover the puck. 9:02 remaining in the second period. 51 seconds remaining on Hoffman's penalty. This is actually the first power play. It's an extended power play. First Munoz, now Hoffman. This will be cleared by U of H all the way down the ice. Tech now with it. Moving along forward, Tyler Cullen leaves it behind. A shot by Landon Schultz. Sails high, and this won't be kept in just at the left point. Again, in deep, Tyler Cullen, pitch and catch with Schultz in front, and finding it is Price, who makes the save. Eight and a half minutes to go in this period. 18 seconds to go on Texas Tech power play. Shot through traffic. Sticked away by Price. Centering feed by Tech. Side of the cage. Try. They walk at it at the side of the cage. Price using his stick to clear it just barely. It's still in the Tech offensive zone. Penalty has expired. We're back at 5 on 5. So U of H kills off the 2 penalties. Keeps this a 4-1 game. As that is Jeremy Price behind the play, hitting the ice, but it is U of H clearing it out of the zone and all the way down. Right below us, Birdsong is able to clear it for Texas Tech. 7:25 remaining in the second period. Lone goal of this period belongs to U of H and Jaden Munoz. It's a 4-1 game. Here's Jesse Jennings for the Cougars. Entering the zone, gets by 1 man. Jennings pushed off by Longcar. He will retrieve it before he gets canceled out by the captain of the Red Raiders. And it will be pushed up and out of the zone by Texas Tech. Longcar on the backhand, finds Birdsong, gloves it, settles it, moves forward, gets by Barker. Birdsong behind the cage, still controlling centering feed, but it's just U of H there in the slot as they are able to get it out of the zone, pinballing around at neutral ice. And entering the blue line, giving chase, is Gerletti. Battle for it in that corner. slid on across. Shot by Zhao, never found the net. Too much traffic in front. As Barker hit the ice, he was sliding on around. So Tech plays the puck in. As a try in front, and this one will be saved by Price, point blank. Stops play with 6:05 remaining in this second period. So Tech came out strong in this game. They scored 3 goals in the first 6 minutes. But ever since then, it's been a much even game. This one at center ice. Angled by U of H. Tech plays it back in. Darren Markuson taken away by Dalton Hoffman. Hoffman angles it out to center. Will this one be an icing? No, it will not, as it was tipped. And here come the Red Raiders with some speed. It is Kramer. He gets checked into the boards. That is Hoffman with the check. As a shot just sails high from Bradley Cuse. Sent off the glass. A little bit of a weird ricochet, but it is sent to the far boards. Nice poke check by Grant Studevant. And U of H is able to just push the puck further right in front of that penalty box area as Foreman lost his stick, and that will cause a stoppage of play. A penalty will be assessed. Slash will be called on Dalton Hoffman and Landon Hallam. So again, we'll play 4-on-4. Slashing penalties assessed to Landon Hallam and Dalton Hoffman. Save by Price. Minute 28 to go on the penalties, 4:16 to go in the second period. I mentioned earlier, Texas Tech won both games last weekend up in Amarillo. Tech also went 4-0 last year against U of H, so they own the 6-0 all-time series advantage as Tech moving in. Wraparound try and they score! That's a hat trick goal for Keegan Kramer as he makes this a 5-1 game. So the third goal of the game for Kramer comes with 4 minutes remaining in this second period. And it was the wraparound try. Texas Tech has the 5-1 lead. We continue play, still 4-on-4. And Kramer, fresh off the goal. He'll try again, moving in. Pushes on behind the cage of Price. Battle ensues behind it. Taken away by Vecchione and the Cougars. A little bit too far in front for Gallagher. Kramer moves in once again. He gets canceled out by Gallagher. Excuse me, that was Droit there defensively for U of H. 30 seconds remaining of the 4-on-4 hockey. Tech will go off for a little bit of a change, so allows Jeremy Price some space to work with. Now Droit long stretch pass, it's blocked in center by Laidlaw. Moving in with some speed, a shot by Theron Markuson. Hit a stick defense in front, kept in the zone. Shot sticked away by Price. Loose stick out on the ice. Penalties has expired, so we're back at 5-on-5. 2:40 remaining in the second period. And a hand pass will stop play. So face off in front of the Tech bench. It'll be won by the Red Raiders. As they rattle it on around. Tech controlling an offensive zone. Played behind the net of Price. Now Hallam leaves it at the left point. And Loncar's pass interrupted by Margolis, so retrieving in the defensive zone are the Red Raiders. Under 2 minutes remaining in this second period. Tipped out to center. Barco will fire it back in. Moving forward. In front. Save made by Price. And now here come Zhao and the Cougars. Zhao gets by one man, enters the zone. Zhao moves in, left side, centering feed, rattles in front. Save made, another centering try, backhanded shot. Save made by Valdivieso. Icing is the call. So a couple of great saves made by Ryan Valdivieso. I mentioned before, he's from Houston. He's actually one of many Texas Tech players from the state of Texas. All but one player on this Red Raiders roster is from Texas. It's a try, just goes wide by Cole Gurletti. Now it is Texas Tech moving it forward. 45 seconds to go in this period, and a penalty will be assessed. So yet another penalty coming up. This one will be on U of H. So Cole Gurletti in the box for elbowing with 45 seconds remaining in this period. So Texas Tech on the power play. They're 0 for 2 on the power play. .23 seconds to go in this period. Let's see if Tech can get something going before this period ends. Markuson playing it deep. Kramer has 3 goals tonight with some space. Surveys in deeper for Markuson on the cycle. A shot from the circle covered up by Price. Face off, won by Tech. It's a shot through traffic, and just a shot at the horn. Sounds, goes wide. I don't know if it would have counted, but we will end this period with a score of 5-1. Tech leading. Both teams getting one goal in that frame. Tech getting a goal from Keegan Kramer. U of H getting a goal from Jaden Munoz. So, at the end of 40 minutes of play, Tech with the 5-1 lead. When we return, it will be a minute and 15 seconds remaining on the Red Raider power play. So, we'll be back with the third period right after this. You're watching U of H Cougar Hockey here on YouTube. Hello and welcome back to the start of the third period here in Sugar Land, Texas. The site tonight's game between the Houston Cougars and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Welcome in everyone, Ryan Zagrecki with you. Minute 15 remaining on Texas Tech power play. Carried over from last period. Cole Gurletti, his slashing penalty. Thank you for tuning in here on YouTube. Internet quality has forced a little bit of a choppy video feed, but hopefully you can hear me loud and clear. Hopefully the internet quality is improved by tomorrow. It's a 1:30 puck drop, or at least scheduled puck drop tomorrow for the season finale for both of these teams, Texas Tech and U of H. Mentioned before, U of H 4-15 on this season. They're 0-6 this semester. I say this semester because they did have a little bit of roster turnover and some graduations. Get to that more in a second, but here we go. Third period underway here in Sugar Land. Texas Tech with it, entering the zone. Kramer, he has 3 goals already tonight. Enters the zone. Side of the cage. Kept in. Gloved at the blue line by Lonkar, but effort by U of H. They will clear it all the way down the ice. Takes a cam right to Valdiviezo and the goal. Despite a solid game in net tonight for the Red Raiders. Markuson poked off the puck. Gallagher sends a man to the ice as well. Behind the net of Price. Centering feed and chopped at. Settled. Blue line, it's Lonkar, the captain. He'll just shovel it to the corner. Markuson retrieves. Back for Lonkar. Shot! And save made, and a hand pass keeps it out of the net. That was Barker down on the ice. Saw it in the blue paint. Just threw the puck away. And it is now Tech still controlling. Lonkar through traffic, hit his own man, Laidlaw. And Gurletti hops out of the box, back at even strength. Sharp angle try, hits the mask of Price. Another try, this one is tipped up and out of play. 18:33 to go in this third period, back at 5-on-5. Tech with the 5-1 lead. Mentioned before, Andrew Gallagher is the captain for the Cougars. Their previous captain, Alexander Cardinal, he graduated in December, so Andrew Gallagher became the new captain. Austin Droyd and Grant Studerman wear the A now this spring semester as a try in front by Tech. They can't get a clean shot away, but they will settle it back at the blue line. And controlling in deep, back, wraparound try, denied by Price. Cougars trying to clear. Droit angles it up and over the stick of the Red Raiders. And here comes the Cougars the other way, but broken up. Nice defensive play made by Texas Tech. Austin Droit had some trouble with that at neutral ice. We played back to the bench area. Back behind the net of Valdiviezo. Over 2 minutes gone by in this third period. Texas Tech with a 5-1 lead. As this one is chopped up out to neutral ice. As Abel will send it all the way down. It was this tipped, so no icing. Abel, shot, and Valdiviezo sliding across, and another try, hit traffic in front and never found the net. Valdiviezo had to scramble back to get to the blue paint. This one is cleared out of the zone. 17 minutes remaining in this third period. Jeremy Price with it. Plays it for Droit. Abel now with some speed. Right side enters the zone. Nice poke check by the Red Raiders. And U of H will have to regroup at neutral ice. There's a shot by Munoz. Would not go. Xavier Abel, right point, plenty of space to work with, slides it on across. A shot by Zhao, hits traffic, kept in the zone. Droida try, blocked in front by the defense of the Red Raiders, and now this one will be cleared by Texas Tech. Quickly into the zone, moving in, a shot, and it hit the post, and flies into the glove of Price. It hit the post, went up in the air right in front of Price, and he's able to glove it. So face off to the right of Price. Now the net, they crash the net. Puck flutters wide. Still controlling Tech. A sharp angle try, hit the post. It's at the side of the cage now. It is Kramer. He's looking for his fourth goal. His pass intercepted by Margulis. He will clear down the ice. Giving chase first to it is Markuson. Chase Markuson, that is. Shot by Jesse Jennings goes wide. Picked up by Kramer. He crashes into a player trying to sub off to the bench. But both teams make some big changes. 5 minutes gone by in this third period. Tech enters the zone, shouldered away by Price. Abel for U of H at neutral ice. Settles it down. Jeremy Price poked off the puck, and here comes Cohen for Tech, winding up a shot, fires, and saved by Price. Tech able to keep the puck in the zone, as his shot is blocked and ricochets back out of the zone. Cleared by Tech. Fresh off the bench, Trey Barker will play it to Edwin Zhao. Angled up further. Sent in right on goal to Price. He will elect to cover it for the whistle. Stops play with 13:44 to go in this third period. Offensive zone draw won by U of H. They will clear it down the ice. .13:30 remaining in this third period. It was that big opening period by Texas Tech. Gave them an early 4-0 lead. Now they lead 5-1. In front of try, saved by Price, and cleared. Good chance by Texas Tech. But retrieving his Chase Markuson back in his own defensive zone. Playing it up for Schutz. Touched further for Birdsong. Birdsong gets by Barker. Birdsong poked by Zhao. He gets canceled out along the boards. Coming to help is Sturdivant. Zhao comes away with it. Zhao maintaining control. Enters the zone on the backhand. A shot deflected off a stick of the defense. Zhao gets it back near side now. And puck flutters its way in front. Trying to clear his Tech. It's kept in the zone. Abel settles it down. Sharping will try. Save made by Valdivieso. Can't quite glove it, however, but Tech will clear it. This one will go all the way down the ice. No icing. So it will be Jeremy Price to it for U of H. This one will be cleared all the way down the ice. Will this be an icing? It will. So an icing will move the puck all the way back down to our left in the Texas Tech offensive zone. Munoz, Vecchione, Abel on the ice for U of H along with Droit and Jeremy Price. Kramer will take the face-off draw for Texas Tech. .12 minutes remaining in this game. Abel puts on the brakes, trying to clear it up. Interrupted by Kramer. Kramer gets it back and referee blows the play dead. I believe an unsportsmanlike conduct is called on Grady Laidlaw. Something got tangled up with a ref and a stick. The ref had enough of it, just sent him to the penalty box. Heard the ref say from up here, if you can't hang on to your stick. So a Houston power play.
Repeat that again, please. Number 17, TTU penalty.
So it is a misconduct penalty. Texas Tech only had 4 players on the ice, which is why I said there was a power play. Refs blew the play dead because they should have 5 players on the ice. So no power play for U of H, just a misconduct called to Laidlaw. 10-minute misconduct. And a little bit of confusion on how many players should be on the ice, but Tech has 5 players now. So 5 on 5 with 11:50 to go here in this third period. Delayed offside, so U of H has to get back out of the zone. Allows plenty of time and space for Texas Tech. It's Chase Markinson in his defensive zone. Played out by Lonkar. Lonkar had 2 goals in the first period. Played up further, Markinson. In front, Markinson, try it, Lonkar hit the post with the shot. He was looking for a hat trick. And here it's the other way, it's Vecchione, one-on-one. Vecchione waits, shot just goes wide. And this one will ricochet all the way out of the zone. Texas Tech will go for a line change. Touched along further, Vecchione trying to get it into the zone. But it's cleared back out by Texas Tech. As Birdsong will play it all the way down. Goes right to Jeremy Price, who will come out of his net to play it on around. Marker chops it out of the zone. Giving chase is Jacob Price. Barker gets it back, crossing the blue line, cutting to the right, or excuse me, Margulis cutting to the right side. Margulis centers and Price scores! Jacob Price with the goal. So Margulis gets the assist on Jacob Price's goal. It's now a 5-2 game. Goal came with 10:16 remaining in this third period. Tech wants a penalty. They're going to get one. There's a collision at center ice. So Ethan Foreman.
2 minutes for knee. Number 10, 2 minutes for knee.
Ethan Foreman heading to the penalty box. Kneeing is the call. So Texas Tech heads back to the power play. So Tech on the power play. Birdsong got some trouble with his stick. Allows Grilletti to sky it all the way down the ice on the backhand. Badaviezo plays it to the bench area. And here comes Kramer and the Red Raiders. Kramer pushed off the puck by the defense of U of H, but he gets it back. Kramer still controlling, back at the left point. Straight away, Longcar touches it up to Chase Markinson. Now it's Theron Markinson, near side. 35 seconds going by on this power play. Markinson in deeper. Kramer, his shot goes up and out of play. So face off to the right of Price, Abel, Vecchione, Munoz, and Adroit, the penalty killers for U of H. Tech won the offensive zone draw. Knife gone across. Landon Hallam. Straight away back for Hallam in that corner. Hallam on the cycle. Schultz, one-timer, couldn't get much on it, but after that's a pass to Cruz, whose one-time shot of his own gets blocked, and eventually it will be cleared down the ice. Foot chase to the puck, Abel versus Schultz. Schultz will send it back around as he gets it back. So here comes the Red Raiders. Shot, hit a body in front, behind the net. 30 seconds remaining on the power play. Bradley Cuse, left point. Cuse shot, hit bodies in front, and Munoz is down, as I believe it hit Munoz. So we will hope that Munoz is okay, as the trainer comes out to look at him. Well, so 8:04 remaining in this third period, 18 seconds to go on the power play. As the trainer tends to Jaden Munoz. So Munoz skates off to the bench. We'll hope the best for him. So back to live action, 18 seconds remaining on the Texas Tech power play. Behind the net of Price, Tech controlling. Looking for an opening. Interrupted by Droit. There at Markuson, gets it back, shot! Saved by Price, just as Foreman comes out of the box. So back at even strength with 7:45 to go in this third period. Face off one by Tech. That was a shot. Again, gloved out of the air by Price. Jennings takes the defensive zone draw for the Cougars, opposite of Kramer. Jennings gets kicked out, so Margulis comes in. Shot by Tech. There at Markuson, denied by Price. Behind, it's Kramer. Kramer surveys near side corner, plays it back to the blue line. Finds Longcar, space right side. Longcar try from the circle, deflected. Ricochets wide. 7.5 to go in this third period. Broken up by the defense of Jennings. They battle for it along that near side corner. Multiple players in there from both teams. Finds its way back to the left point, send it to slot a shot. Blocked by Jeremy Price. 7 minutes to go in this third period. Loose puck. Who's going to get possession? It will be Droid and the Cougars backhanded. Up, not out. It is kept in the zone. Second effort, and now the Cougars will clear it all the way down the ice. So in front of the Cougar bench. Puck battle now in front of the Tech bench. Gerletti enters the zone. A couple of players colliding with each other behind the net now, and kept in the zone. Right point, Zhao risks the shot. Longcar with the block. Now here comes Texas Tech. Longcar will just shovel it into the zone. He will go off for a change. Giving chase is Landon Schultz, taken away by Abel, and Abel's able to find Gallagher at center ice. Up for Gerletti. Gerletti, wrister, deflected. Gerletti gives chase, canceled out by Cuse. To the far corner, Gerletti centers. Abel, a try, just goes wide as he was pushed down to his knees. And Abel trying to get it back at the point. It is pushed out of the zone by Tyler Cullen. Cullen plays it to his left. Hallam interrupted by Zhao. Battle for it with Zhao. And it will be kicked in at the left point by Cuse. 5.5 minutes to go in this game. 5-2, Texas Tech leading. Now in front of the U of H bench. Zhao plays it up. This one will be tipped all the way down. Twit first. Big collision behind the net. It was Foreman there first for U of H. Side of the cage, Studevant. Chop away at it. Kellenberger plays it to the slot area. Settling it is Neal. Neal avoids a check. Neal lost his stick, but he still plays the puck on under pressure. Neal will retrieve his stick. To it is Kellenberger. Wrist a try, save made by Price. And it will be settled by Droit, who will backhand it out of the zone for U of H. 4.5 minutes to go. Here's Birdsong now enters the zone. His shot shouldered away by Price. Birdsong crashes into the boards. Got all players hitting the ice. And now U of H will tip it out of the zone. 4 minutes remaining in this third period. Birdsong again enters the zone, plays it to his right. Kramer will play it off the boards, slaps one, goes wide, behind the net, Tech controlling. Interrupted by Edwin Zhao and U of H. Zhao plays it on up. Delton Hoffman plays it out of the zone, and behind the play, Droit and Kramer getting into it. That will blow play dead. So you have to get separated by the linesman. They will each get called for a roughing. So, again, we will play 4-on-4. As both Droit and Kramer getting called for the roughing penalties. Here's Vecchione enters the zone, looking for the cutting Barker. Could not quite connect. And it will be Tech pushing it up, not out, kept in by Abel at the blue line. Vecchione is also there, interrupted by Longcar and the Red Raiders, and they will clear it out of the zone. 3 minutes remaining in this game. Jeremy Price. With it, Abel now out of the zone. Abel crossing the blue line. He has Vecchione to his right. Abel will dump it, give chase, get to it. Trying to find Vecchione. Bouncing puck. It is Zhao. Zhao on the backhand. Looking for Abel. He will retrieve in the corner. Centering feed to the slot. Poked off to the near side. 45 seconds remaining of 4-on-4. 2:25 to go in this game. Behind the net of Jeremy Price. Edwin Zhao. Getting by one man. Zhao getting by a second man. Zhao on the backhand. Couldn't quite get by the third Red Raider. It was Chase Markison with the steal. So Droit and Kramer hop out of the box. We are now back at 5-on-5 for the remaining minute 40 of this game. And we will have another stoppage of play. So Foreman and Kramer head to the box. Kramer just hopped out. Now he'll go back in, and with a minute 30 remaining in this game, he'll remain there for the rest of the game. So roughing is the call against Foreman and Kramer. So Texas Tech, Longcar, his shot just deflects off a stick, goes wide, cleared by U of H all the way down the ice. Minute 10 remaining in this game. Texas Tech leading 5-2. It's the same score they won last Saturday against this Cougar squad. That was a home game, senior night for the team. Under a minute to go in this game. It is Delton Hoffman. Hoffman from the red line at center ice. Just throws one on goal, and Valdivieso will cover it. Stops play with 41 seconds remaining in this game. Only one goal scored in this third period. That was Jacob Price. Back with about 10 minutes remaining in this game. Zhao. Rister. Saved by Valdivieso. So 30 seconds to go. Foot race to retrieve the puck at neutral ice. Tech comes away with it. Tech moving on it, a shot, and they score! There in Markusen. Here in Marcus gets the goal with 20 seconds to go. Zachary Birdsong will get the assist. So 6-2, Texas Tech with the lead. Just about 10 seconds away from improving their winning streak to 7 games. U of H will let the clock go down. And so that will be it here in Sugar Land. Final score, Texas Tech 6, Houston 2. So Texas Tech, to recap, they get a hat trick from Keegan Kramer. He gets 3 goals in this game. Peter Longcar, he got 2 goals in the first period. And then Texas Tech, with 20 seconds to go, getting the goal from Theoren Markusen. That's their 6 goals. Meanwhile, U of H, they got a goal in the second period from Jaden Munoz, and then a goal in the third period from Jacob Price. And so U of H will fall to 4-16. Texas Tech will improve to 12-3 as Tech improves their winning streak to 7 games. So these two teams will meet here tomorrow afternoon. 1:30 is our scheduled puck drop. It will be the season finale for both teams. And so we hope you join us then. Hopefully we will get a better internet connection and our video feed will run smoothly as it had up until this past week. So we hope you join us then. It will be the season finale of this 2025-2026 season for the Cougars and the Red Raiders. And so that will do it for us tonight. I want to thank everyone who made this broadcast possible, including our producer and cameraman, Angie. We'll be back for the season finale tomorrow. Until then, I'm Ryan Zakrecki. Thank you for tuning in. Final score, Texas Tech 6, Houston 2. You've been watching U of H Cougar Hockey here on YouTube. Good night, everyone.